a year and a half ago, I started experiencing allergies. Sneezing every morning about 30 times, roof of my mouth, swollen, nose burning, eyes itchy, red, and I don't know why. And it's not worse one time of the year as opposed to others. It's just all year round.
Okay. So was there, did it happen just all of a sudden?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Was there anything that
Pretty
occurred?
much out of the blue.
Was there anything that occurred right before that? Any change or anything you added or anything?
Not really. I've done allergy, the prick test on my arm. It showed that a little bit of an allergy to dust, a little bit of an allergy to grass. But like I said, it's wintertime, still freezing.
Now, if it's wintertime now, and do you still have the allergy right now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's all year round.
Now I've been doing, yes, and I've been doing the keto diet. I did it a couple months ago, and then I kind of got out of the groove, and I'm back doing it, and I do feel a little bit better with my symptoms.
Yeah.
I'm not sneezing as much, but it's still there. Like I take a really strong antihistamine every single day just to function.
So it's sinus.
I obviously don't want to do that long term.
Sinus?
Sinus. Yeah, just sinus. Yep.
Okay. All right, so a couple things. The first thing you need to know is adrenaline, which is a hormone that your adrenal makes, is really important in preventing and handling allergies. I mean, if you think about allergies in general, they use, people that have severe allergies, anaphylactic shock, use EpiPen. That's epinephrine, that's adrenaline. So adrenaline helps to kind of neutralize these histamines really quick. And then you also have another one which is called cortisol, that's the adrenal. So that's why I was asking, was there a stress event, you know, you need to support the adrenal. One really interesting remedy for adrenaline is vitamin B3 in higher amounts. Just FYI, that's a side note, vitamin B3 niacin. Now, the second thing I want to mention is that if you have it all year round, it's usually more of a fungus or some type of microbial thing in your sinuses, in which case the intermittent fasting with keto is going to help it over time. But you have to do a little bit more intermittent fasting. I would also start taking garlic. There's also nasal rinse, different nasal neti pot type things that you can look up online that I have a video on that will help clear that out. So I think I would do garlic as the #1 thing though. All right, Rachel, thanks for your call. Karen?
Excuse me.
You focusing on the next question?
Hey everyone, I just wanted to make this video because Cindy left me a message asking for a pun. Okay. So let's go over some specifics. Let's watch the video real quick. Is that you need to stop eating carbohydrates if you want to. Yeah, you need to stop eating carbs. Carbs is alright. So it's processed food, but the thing it's carbs though, right? Because if you're on this diet, if you get on a healthy diet, people still eat carbs, but they won't eat processed food. So intrinsically, like if you just follow this diet as like I recommend, as Dr. Bergs recommends, is basically you're not going to eat processed food anyway, so it's carbohydrates that you need to kick out. And if you do end up having SIBO, then you may actually not even eat vegetables at all. So this is why I left it kind of like I didn't want to go too in depth, and it's about people's health. Like everyone is different, and there are so many microbes, but there are microbes that we all have, that we're all being infested with. And this is like if you watch my video and then you started you're researching SIBO, like even if you just YouTube SIBO, SIBO, you'll come up with tons and tons of videos of people talking about this. And this is like 3 years really is really how long it's been in development. It seems like SIBO has really been known for, and I haven't looked. I don't care about researching the disease itself because I know I have it. I know that because I started like a keto diet, and I was doing the kale and everything, and I started bloating. And because of that, I'm like, what is that? And I found out what it is, and I learned at SIBO. And then I'm like, so what's all this stuff about SIBO then? And I started doing all the research, and I started looking at the videos. I went to the solving SIBO video, and I started
show
just
that
like drawing the connection of cancers, the Gerson method with the juicing, and how people, like, you know, with everyone is sick. Everyone is sick. There's only 2 to 3% of Americans are healthy. So what does that mean? What's going on? If no one is being healthy, if I can't get and the thing is, if people know me, I am healthy, but I'm unhealthy. See, that's the thing. There's a huge, like, no person should have a gut, right? And like I'm one of those guys that, like, if you look at me, I am very, like, my chest has always been bigger than my stomach. Like, I am a very strong, healthy person, but I have, like, that type of, like, I don't know. It's like one of those, like, Viking guts or something. I don't know how to explain it, but no one is supposed to have that, even me. And so I was doing the detoxing, or the keto, just a normal, you know, tons of vegetables, tons of kale, and I was like, what's up with this bloating? And turns out that's what the problem is. So, what was I getting at? Right, so feeding these things in the small intestine, it's the fiber. It's the fiber and the sugars and the processed food, and then you throw that in with vaccines, glyphosate, because vaccines puncture holes into the gut. It's all because of the it's the immune system. And this is why it's so hard for me to talk about this stuff, and, like, I have to make, like, these stupid little videos that I can't, like, I know no one's going to watch my videos. Like, I know no one's going to watch this. There's only going to be like 10 people maybe watch this video. So, like, I know there's only those couple handfuls of people that actually think that my information is, I don't know, listenable, I guess. And I think my information is. There's a reason why I do these things, and I think people should be listening to me, and because I'm not joking. Like, truth is narrow, and eventually truth will lead you to certain things. So anyways, I found out that I have SIBO, and in order to get rid of this, I started watching the videos, and I drew the connections with the fiber, with feeding the bacteria, and this is actually causing cancers, all this stuff. It's all connected. Stress, trauma from birth to death, like, we're life, I shouldn't say life, but culture is a giant trick. It is, that's really, when it comes down to it, culture is a giant trick. So back to explaining a little bit more in depth. I know I'm going off tilt a little bit, but I don't really, like, this is very important information, and getting it all down, it's all in my mind. Detox, you cannot eat carbohydrates at all. With that said, don't eat carbs. Because we're eating too many carbohydrates, our serious diseases, heart disease, and the thing is, body wants acid. I know I was, like, really stressing on how serious it is, and the reason, and I stress it because it is that serious, because everyone has it. Like I said, only 2 to 3% of Americans are healthy, so everyone has it. Because of we even if we eat healthy, because, like, there's all these different bacteria that we can become infested with, and I also have to say too, we get infested from the top of the small intestine, from the stomach, from our mouth, also in the bottom. Okay, so from the butthole to the stomach. Okay, and this is where we can get infested from. So I should have added that in. I wish I kind of said that you can get infested with these bacteria from both ends. Right. So what was I saying? What was I going on? I don't know. So yeah, stop eating carbs, and body wants to drink acid. Isn't that crazy? If we actually listen to our, oh yeah, that's right. Everyone has it. Everyone has SIBO. It does not matter. Like if you're an American, you have SIBO. I mean, the 2 to 3% of Americans aren't watching my YouTube channel. I can guarantee that. So if you're watching this, you most likely have SIBO in some fashion. And if you're, like, for example, right, like if you do eat kale, if you eat a certain food, if you're taking a certain vitamin here, let me if you're eating a certain vitamin, right, and that vitamin does not show up, if you have symptoms, I'm going to bring up the video real quick. So
Hey guys, Doc.
identifying nutritional deficiencies through nails, skin, and hair. All right. So if you look at like certain certain conditions that you have to. So like, let's say if you're taking zinc, taking a zinc supplement, and you have this. Why? Right? Let's say you have this right now, right? Why? Why do you have this? Are you eating zinc food? Are you eating a lot of spinach? A lot of dark leafy greens? If so, you still have this. That means you have some type of bacteria that's messing with that interaction. So you need to you need to focus on that. And same thing, like, and people have scurvy. People are actually, a lot of people have scurvy. If you have gingivitis, if you have like bloody gums,
Yeah,
you have
plus,
the early signs of scurvy. Isn't that insane? 2019 scurvy. Thyroid problem. If you have this in your nails, you have thyroid problem. So you have to look at all these symptoms and diagnose yourself. This is the important thing. You have to diagnose yourself. You have to know yourself. Cares to drink acid. So the isn't that crazy? Thing, right? All right. So heartburn. This is why the heartburn thing happens. Is because your body, what your body is trying to digest in that upper chamber of the small intestine. There's something it needs more. It's not acidic enough, so it kind of hiccups. And since the valve's not closing, the acid is splashing around, and that's why you get heartburn. And that is an indicator that you should drink acid. And that is I mean, it's acid. It's hot. You want this alchemical mixture in your body. Get it in. It's just like anything else with the human body. Like, we have to pay attention to what our bodies are telling us. I swear, the body is the vessel for your soul. Okay? It makes sense, doesn't it? You have to keep it healthy. And the human body is not designed to be weak. The human body is designed to be strong and withstanding, enduring, vigilant. All the time we can withstand the vigilance as long as we are healthy. So that's why we need to get healthy first, and then you detox, right? That's what all of this is about, is getting healthy. It's about eating your vegetables, getting your antioxidants, your vitamins, your minerals, all the trace minerals. It's about getting those into your body. It's not about the fiber. It's not about any of that. It's about all those minerals and vitamins, getting that into your body and letting your body heal. All the stuff in your gut does not matter for the most part. Your body wants the minerals and vitamins. Don't even worry. That's why I'm like, straight up, just, you gotta kill it. You know, not antibiotics. These are, you want to take bug killers, and that's why you gotta watch these videos and see what they tell you. And it may be different for you, what you want to take, right? Like, I'm not doing colloidal silver. I'm gonna try it. Yeah. So I'm just trying to, like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with me. And like today, what did I eat today? I had 2 eggs, and I made a smoothie with celery, parsley, a carrot, apple cider vinegar. I think I had like half a lemon, and this is all organic. I just threw the whole. I just took out the seeds and just threw the whole lemon in with the skin, the white stuff. It's organic, and I boil all my like certain stuff. I boil it, flash boil it. I learned this when I was in culinary school. To what's the braise it? I can't remember the name anymore. But you flash boil something to clean it, and you kind of open it up, you loosen it, you get rid of a lot of the toxins that are like the defensive mechanism for the plant. And that's all I ate today. I don't need to eat that much. I realized and I have plenty of energy. I have exceeding amounts of energy. It's absurd actually how much energy I have. If we actually listen, yeah. So the heartburn thing, I think this is going to save lives. What is crazy is I was listening to a podcast with Mark Devlin and someone else, Sage Quay, and I was messaging them on Facebook because like I want this information to get out. Because apparently no one cares. Like no one has messaged me. I mean, I've gotten 3 thumbs up. And I don't know. Maybe people don't understand what this is. I don't know who to talk to. Yeah. Anyways, because I think this is really important. I think this is really, really important. But no one, like a woman that lives downstairs, okay, for example, she has, I think she has MS, multiple sclerosis, and that's an autoimmune disorder, I believe. And I can guarantee she's been through a lot of trauma, and being her neighbor, I know she goes through trauma. And I want her to heal. I want her to feel better. And I'm kind of scared, and I'm pretty sure she's an alcoholic. And alcohol is a poison. It's a literal poison. And if she has already this terrible disease, all she's doing is her immune system. This is what happens. The immune system focuses on the GI tract. When you have SIBO, when you have the GI tract in general is the gateway from the outside world to the inside of your body. So your immune system is focused. It is focused on that. If there is any issue on your GI tract, it will go to your GI tract and try to remedy it. So yeah. To our bodies are and that's what they put in she needs to do this. She needs to do it, but I don't think she's gonna listen. Like I don't know. I have no idea. People are weird. People are really, here's the thing. People need to heal. Healing will save the world, and people need to heal. We have to get healthy, and that's the problem. Like I said before, and this is what Dr. Berg has been saying, is that people need to get healthy first, and it is not easy getting healthy. You have to stop drinking, smoking. You have to eat lots of vegetables. You have to because the soils are so bad. We need so many vegetables. It's insane. Those vitamins, can you believe that? I really want her to heal, and I want... Okay, so where was I? I don't understand. No one cares, so man. We need to... I swear, no one cares. Reacidify the stomach disease. That's along those lines. But ultimately, eating so much... I'll admit, some of the podcasters I've messaged on Facebook, some of them care. Like a couple of them. But for the most part, like, the people I'm talking to in real life, like, they don't care. Like this old, like, I'm telling everybody, like, I'm telling all, like, the checkout lady at Giant today, I talked to her. I talked to this one person when I was disc golfing. I wanted to talk to this one guy when I was walking. He was extremely obese. I really, but he was going to work, and I was like, I can't just talk to a guy like going into his work building. But I was like, dude, I wanted to maybe eat one meal. So yeah, one meal a day, fasting. You only want one meal a day, and then you can fast. But the thing is, if you're healing, you have to realize that you might not lose weight. If you're looking to like, I mean, all your weight is gonna come off through this diet. But the thing is, if you stall, it depends on a couple things. It depends on your diet, if you're dieting properly, and then two, if what do you call it? Oh, I just completely lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Oh my gosh, this is why I can't do these things. This is why I can't do these things. Is anyone even watching my stream? No. Omega acid that you want, or like some psyllium, right? You like you can almost think of it as what do you call it? The like, you know, like in the Matrix, where people were plugged in with the Matrix with all those things, all the wires, injecting like hormones and all that stuff into them. You can almost imagine that those bacteria are basically designed to do that to us. Now just think of that. If evolution is bullshit, okay, dude. So just think of it. Just think of all of this. How bullshit is all of this? Just think of that. Think of the madness in the world right now. I love tea. Let me tell you. Get some organic lemons. Get some organic lemons and some really good herbal tea. And then cut up those lemons. Well, first what you do is, like I said, flash boil them so you get all the stuff off the skin. And then cut off a couple slices and make some herbal tea with those things, with that hot lemon. It is amazing. Like, it is like the oils in the lemon come out, and just like, oh, it's so good. I love it. This diet is a lifesaver. Oh my god. I think it had to do with the potassium. I think because people need so much potassium. You need 4,700 milligrams every day. And I know that's not 100% accurate. It depends, obviously, on your activity and all this stuff. But because of us, we need to heal. And if you need to heal, you actually need a surplus. You should see how much potassium citrate I'm taking. Well, actually, it's not that much. I'm actually just doing like but it's a lot compared to how I was before. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Potassium, that's crazy. I think potassium was one of the biggest things that kind of I flipped out on. You know, because like I said, I'm in school for nutrition, and like, you know, what was it? What was my nutrition through life cycle, right? So this class I had that was nutrition through life cycle. I'm just gonna put that just to have this on the background, but nutrition through life cycle. The teacher was obese in a nutrition class, and I just couldn't understand it. I'm like, and I still, well, now I understand it, but it's so unbelievable when you think of it. Once you wake up to health, once you wake up, I think this is with. I mean, I hear a lot, you know, like the whole flat Earth thing. I think it's health. And I've said this before. I've said it in my geoengineering thing, in one of my geoengineering vids, that health is of the utmost importance. I mean, there's a reason why I'm in nutrition. There's a reason why I was in culinary school. There's a reason why I'm doing all of this. So, anyways, potassium. Like, it's unbelievable. The soils are so bad that We need so much potassium, it's nuts. There's no potassium in the soils. And you know what the funny thing is? This is crazy, right? You guys are going to think I'm crazy. If one person is listening to this, you're going to think I'm crazy. Volcanoes. I think volcanoes... I think there's a purpose. I think the purpose for volcanoes is actually re-fertilizing the earth. Okay? I'm not even joking. I think volcanoes, they are like a natural formation through this type of place that we're in, this plain. Like, I think there is a hot fire all the way down, but I don't know, like, I don't know what's going on. But the volcanoes, if you notice, soils are extremely rich in volcanic areas, extremely rich. So what does that mean? And all the soils out here are all bad. But then, isn't there like a giant volcano? There's a lot of volcanoes in the United States, actually. And if you, like, I used to live in New Mexico. There's volcanoes all over the place out there. And as you got the Yellowstone one, obviously. So what does that? All that nitrogen, all that stuff in the soils from volcanoes? Chew on that. This is crazy. I'm not gonna get into it. All right. So what was I going on about? We are designed beings. What does that mean then for those bacteria? What does that mean if they are actually doing that? It's the SIBO. Now, if you, depending on the bacteria inside of, I mean, chemtrails, they might be actually spraying that
your
shit
gut, depending on the bacteria in your small intestine. It depends on what you can eat. What your symptoms are. Some people get different illnesses depending on what bacteria are. So, you gotta look at, with the kale thing, you gotta look at these FODMAP foods, because I think, the way it seems, right, if you're of like a more northern blood, you're more into like fermented foods. You like the sauerkraut, pickles. I know when I was a kid, I used to drink pickle juice, and I started doing that again, because it's acid, and I want acid, and it tastes good, and I did it as a kid instinctively, but I forgot about it, and I got infected. Depending on what bacteria, and I think this is it right here. I think what we need to do, how we cure people, I mean, this goes to autism, because like I said, vaccines causes this. Everything, it's stress, just mental stress causes this. Okay, the mother, everything feeds into this system, and it's really stress in the end, physical, mental, spiritual stress. And a lot of it we can't even see. We don't even know it's there. Actually, you can say that fat perhaps could be a physical manifestation of your stress. Because fat, yes, there is healthy fat, but there's healthy stress, right? And then there's too much stress becomes bad stress. So fat you can almost think of as a physical manifestation of stress. And when you start to detox properly and lose that weight, and like I said, you could be skinny. Okay, it depends on, like I said, this is your health, depends on who you are, the bacteria that you have, your genetics. It's so depending on what's going on inside your body. So just think of it. For like a skinny person, like they might have like this weird body shape. They might have like like really a flat butt, right? No legs. They have no legs, flat butt. But they're skinny. Like they're kind of like deformed. That's because they're like there's something in their intestine that's eating all their protein, and they're compensating by taking the protein out of their quadriceps in their glutes,
and all that it's sucking the protein out, attached to like all these disgusting gas cells. Right, and this part, like, I ad-libbed this, so I'm like, whatever, I don't care. As long as the information gets out, that's fine. What I said there about the gas cells, like, I don't even really remember saying that. There's no gas cells. Like, your fat is going to be attached to these things. That's like your whatever that bloat, that turns solid, and you live in that these organisms are making. So what you need to do, Gerson method, and this is it, like the Gerson method, right? But the thing is, I bet there's gonna be a no sugar. I don't know enough about the Gerson method. It's all about carrot juice, but I can bet you there's gonna be a method of cancer treatment, disease treatment that's gonna come out from this that targets the specific bacteria in your gut and works around that. Because it won't feed it. Because you're not gonna feed the bacteria, it will eventually die off. And while it's dying off, you are giving your body the nutrition that it needs instead of the bacteria. And because you're not feeding the bacteria aren't pooping. Okay, remember that. And you can heal your gut. You can get all the holes in your gut healed. This juicing type of thing with that they can't. Yeah, this is where I should have said that the whole point, like the bacteria is coming up through the rectum, and then it's also coming through the mouth. And like, I mean, I'm kind of embarrassed, honestly, as a college student. I mean, I know that doesn't really mean anything, but like, that was weird when I heard that. I'm like, how did I not remember to say it's coming from both sides? And they're not eating any nutrition. Their body, all of that, and it gets absorbed directly into the body. All right. So that, like, what is up with this? Like, you know how long I've been talking about truth stuff to people around me, like in real life, people. You know how long I've been doing this, and like, every time I come upon something that is really important, no one in real life cares. Like, they just don't understand the impact. I don't think I ever meet anyone or have ever met anyone in real life that has shared. Oh, it's all right. Hey, Cindy. Oh, hey. I hope you liked the video. I hope you got something out of it. I don't know what your health is like specifically, but this applies to everyone. Like I said, the 2 to 3%. It's only 2 to 3% of Americans are healthy. And the reason why I did this is because I don't think the 2 to 3% of Americans that are healthy watch my channel. So the likeliness that I'm pretty sure everyone has SIBO. From the videos I've been seeing and from what these guys, Dr. Berg and that other guy has been saying, is that this is the problem. This is it right here. So yeah, what was I going over? To kill. I'm really happy to see you here though, and I'm glad that you saw the video. Like, I don't know, I don't know if people watch, like, I see like 123 views, but like I've watched this myself like 50 times because I'm doing this, and like I'm detoxing. Oh, now that I remember, okay, so I need to mention is that a part of this detox, okay, this massive influx of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, trace minerals, no carbohydrates, this massive influx, it causes, it makes your body upright. I lost my drive to sit down at my desk. I'm now standing at my desk. I totally jig this thing up. Something happens to the body. like something overnight. It felt overnight. My cells, almost like the gates in my cells, opened up, and something like almost like it felt like gas throughout my entire body, just kind of like just went into my veins and into my GI tract, and I was farting. I was farting all the next day. I was like, oh my god, it was crazy. So, and I've noticed with the detox, you go through these stages because cortisol. If you're doing the research, you'll know that insulin resistance, insulin the insulin resistance is the insulin resistant, like, God, there's so much. The insulin resistance is like the core. I talked about the core. That's the core you need to acidify. But the insulin resistance comes from eating too many carbohydrates, and it's because the GI tract is getting punctured, and the immune system is all there. Where like it's the insulin. So what happens with insulin? It plugs your cells. It plugs your cells up, and what happens when you do too much of something? If you eat too much of something, you get sick, right? If you take too many drugs, like too much heroin, you die, right? So what happens when you eat too many carbohydrates over and over and over again, and your insulin get pumped out constantly, pumped out, insulin, and this is what do you call it? The insulin, well, anyways, so the insulin keeps on pumping out, and eventually you get resistance because there's so much, right? It makes sense. You build up a resistance. It's with drugs, it's with anything, and it's like that with food. The only thing that you can't build up a resistance to is like things like minerals, vitamins, like protein. Like you can't really do that because you need those things. You would, like, if you can't, like, if you would actually have to have a like literal genetic disorder, like you would have to have been born with a very, and the likeliness that you're still alive, if you can't, I mean, the likeliness that you're still alive with something like that is very little. So anyways, what was I going to talk? Okay, so the stages, you actually de-stress literal mental stress. It's the weirdest thing. It is the strangest thing, and it, like, you like, I wish everyone could be in my mind right now if you understood what I understood, because this isn't in the truth community yet. Like, this isn't known yet, and this is only in the outside world, or this is only in the inside world, and now, like, I think I'm the one that brought it to the outside world. I don't know, I've never heard of this before, and now, like, that I know about this and all the connections, like, my mind is blowing up. My mind is blowing up because of all the possibilities there are to this problem. I mean, this, like, if this is healing, this is actual healing. What I'm talking, this is actual healing. No crystals. You don't need crystals. You don't need any of this. Nothing in man can cure you. This is God curing you. This is what you were literally designed for. You are designed to be magnificent, and you are designed to be this, like, alchemical, like, workhouse of a machine. Like, this is so important. Why does no one understand this? Why does no one understand this? So, like, on Facebook, okay, like, if you go to Dr. Berg's Facebook group, I'm gonna bring that up. Actually, here, I'm gonna bring up something else. Oh, I already had it.
Do
Start
that
of
on
mine.
purpose?
This, if you listen to this interview, he does a live interview every week on Friday. He live streams and answers people's questions. And I'm just gonna listen. Let's listen to this for a little bit. Let's listen to what people are saying.
Alcohol to vinegar.
Oh.
Okay, Karen. I just want to.
want you to try the dietary changes and
Okay. For health benefits, last thing you want to do is end up with subclinical. Let me know what happens.
here in Oklahoma City, which is the place to go for a lot of states.
Mm-hmm.
I happen to draw the assistant professor
Like
as
if you
my
if you
doctor.
listen to all the people that are calling in, like I'm gonna find one. If you listen to all the people that are calling in, they love him. He is curing like this diet, this intermittent fasting, okay, and keto. What like it? But the thing is though, like what it says in the background: get healthy, lose weight, feel great. It's like whatever. That's a fine slogan, but you need to. It's to get healthy. It's to get healthy. It's to get healthy first. That's so important. And then once you get healthy, then you kick into this one meal a day. You start off with the 3 meals. 3 meals for like you do this for a couple months. 3 meals. You get your 7 cups of vegetables with a little bit of meat and a lot of fat, well, as in calories. You do that. You do that for a couple months, few months, and you're gonna feel amazing first of all. And then once your body becomes adapted to fat and it's used to receiving all this nutrition, then you switch to the 1 meal a day. Once you do the 1 meal, as soon as you make that swap, you are going to be lit up. Okay, once you start doing, and it, like I said, you have to have the proper nutrition. As long as you are covering all of your electrolytes, okay, magnesium, sodium, calcium, and potassium. As long as you're getting those, you're getting your fat and maybe protein. It depends. Every person is different. If you can take the protein, if you want some, just think in your mind: do I want some nuts? Do I want a meat? Do I want some meat? Do I want like some not tofu? No soy, none of that. But like some kind of like another protein source, like a plant-based one. Think of that, and if you want it, then that's good. However, like I said, you have to heal first. You can't listen. Don't listen to your mind. Your body, know this. The reason why I said your body doesn't need carbohydrates is because it doesn't. If your body craves carbohydrates, if you have a craving for sugar, that is not you. That is not you. You do not want sugar. That is the microbes that want sugar. Those are the neurotransmitters coming from the microbes telling you that you need sugar. You do not need sugar. The body does not need any carbohydrates from an outside source. It makes it itself on demand. Hey, what's up, Lil Al? Oh, no, I'm gonna, oh, shit. I hit, I hit the wrong button. How do I view? Okay. Yeah. All right, thank you for the link. I hit the wrong button and deleted it by accident. But you will. So the body does not want sugar. And right. So I should probably get back to what I was talking about before. But the thing that so you're not gonna want sugar at all. And what I'm thinking is that the older, I think the bacteria when you're young, your mother has this like natural bacteria, the colostrum, all the stuff, the probiotics, the prebiotics in her milk. I think that bacteria, right? It's good. This is good bacteria, and we want it when we're young because it helps us digest the food. Now, realize as people get older, right, we become lactose intolerant. We all are supposed to become lactose intolerant. Now, just think of this. If we're all supposed to become lactose intolerant, like, just think of all the bacteria then. If you think of life, like how we kind of like, it's this alchemical transformation of a person, because we're born, when you think of it, we're coming out of this little alchemical vessel, and we're born into this like blinding light. And from that point on, it's like whatever is going on. Whatever. You know, like if you're a man, you might have a piece of your penis cut off. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're born, all of us are born this way, and by doing this diet, you're going back. You're going back in time. And yeah, they do. I love babies. I love children. Oh, yeah, no problem, Lil L. Huh, yeah. Dude, I really hope this catches on. I really hope people understand how significant it is, and I think that it's going to be a big deal. I think it's going to be a big deal. If I even helped one person, like I'm so happy, you know, because I'm doing this myself, and I guarantee it, because the thing is, I'm doing it right now, and I feel amazing. I feel absolutely amazing. And I'm a healthy person, but like, I was sick. 2 to 3% of Americans are healthy, so we're sick. If you have any type of body fat, you're sick. Just think of that. We're sick. This is a trauma-based life, right? When you think of trauma-based mind control, this is a trauma-based life. And something I've noticed too about this diet is that when you're fasting, you go through these kind of like, you kind of release. You feel muscles release, but you also get cortisol. You get like waves. You get waves of cortisol, like you're actually going back in time. When those muscles release, it's almost like there's cortisol and all these stress, kind of like these stressors inside of that tension, and it gets released, and you feel it. You feel like, it's like I have flashbacks almost, and I have these type of almost visionary. It's really strange. It's all through this very strict. It's about narrowing, right? Let's talk about Wim Hof real quick. Let's talk about Wim Hof. Wim Hof, never get sick again. So the thing is about this diet, and like what Wim Hof does, he's the Iceman. He does a breathing technique to allow himself, he controls. So the main point here is control. This is about control. If you know you have control. If you have wisdom, you know, and you have control. And what Wim is doing with his breath, he knows how to control. What that control is, when you go into a cold shower, okay, your body reacts and starts shaking because the blood vessels aren't adjusting quickly enough to have appropriate temperatures. Your blood vessels are freaking out. Your autonomic nervous system is freaking out and reacting. I gotta get out of here. Fight or flight. But you can control it. And this is what all this is about. This is all about control. This is will. This is your soul. Like, this is what makes things move. Okay? What happens when you do these things, like a strict fasting diet that has no real form of like, ooh, sweetness, ooh, oh. What you get is rewarding. It's a rewarding that goes beyond. You are touching God when you are healthy. Like, and if only 2 to 3% of us are healthy, then what the fuck have we been doing? Okay? So we need to get healthy, and we need to heal, okay? Because healing will save the world. I am telling you that right now. Healing will save the world. Not flat earth, not chemtrails, not governments. It is healing. Okay? That is what everyone needs to be doing, is healing. And I think once a person becomes healthy, they have to become healthy, you know, mentally, spiritually, physically. Once they actually become healthy and they actually start to heal. Oh, all right. Shit. Did my stream get blocked? Because it says we've detected copyright audio and video. All right. Wow. What I hate YouTube so much. Okay, cool. Thank you. So we need to get healthy. Thank you for letting me know. Dude, it's good to see you, Mike. I'm glad to see you still around, dude. I'm pretty sure I'm still, I think I'm sub to your channel still. Thank you, Loyal. But I hope people understand. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I'm so happy that you're actually getting something out of this. Yeah. As long as some people get something out of this, then I'm happy. Cool. Yeah. It's and once you get into that, I don't have hate. I don't have I have so much sympathy. It's so weird because because I've gone I had this kind of flashback to my birth, and I kind of saw my parents, and my parents were fooled. Like, everyone's being tricked. Everyone, so we have to forgive. You know? Everyone's being tricked. We're all being deceived. This is all just a giant trick. And it's all based on trauma. We need to heal. We need to get healthy. We need to eat right. And the thing is, we don't need much. You don't need much. The human body is amazing. Once you get into it, and I've done keto before, but it wasn't the healthy keto. Even when I was in school, and I'm still in school, but even when I was in school doing the keto before, I thought I was doing a healthy ketogenic diet, but I wasn't. Because I wasn't listening to, I wasn't looking at my stools. I wasn't you have a certain type of stool if you have any diarrhea at all at any time, unless you ate really bad food, you have disease. You have a disease. If you have constipation, you have a disease. Any type of bloating. If you eat any food, if you have allergies, it's all of this. All of this is connected. This is coming from the vaccines. This is coming, and if you look at the schedule, if you look at the vaccine schedule, and I was just looking at this, and I would recommend that everyone check out this video, identifying nutritional deficiencies through nails and skin and hair, because when you do that, you can target what is sucking up your nutrients. You know, if it's sucking up vitamin C, if there's something sucking up psyllium, if you have these certain symptoms, like zinc, if something's sucking up zinc, then you need to look at what microbes might be doing that, or what food has the zinc in it, and then change that food to another type of food with zinc. What was I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. The vaccine schedule is unbelievable for children, and that punctures holes into their intestines. This is, it's the GI tract that is the defense, and we need to make it. Yeah, right. They don't, and we need to forgive them. We need to forgive ourselves. You know, like I've been saying, we need to get healthy first. We need to heal first, and then all this stuff can start going on. But it's that process. It's that process that we we, we all need to do this. We all need to do it. And it's the healing. We're going to suck people in. If we heal, we're going to suck people in. Oh yeah, I'm going to leave this up. I'm like, I wanted to do this yesterday, but like I said, I have, because of this detox, like I'm losing massive amounts of weight, and I wasn't even that heavy. Like, I'm not like you guys know, like I am, like I was riding my bike. I go to the gym. I'm literally a nutritionist. Well, I'm studying to be one, but not a certified one. But I was doing it the other day, and I started crying and tearing up on stream because like I'm breaking down so much trauma. Like, I had an abusive childhood. I was in the military. I've had all these vaccines. Like, my family life growing up, like I'm sure no one's perfect, but I had a lot of trauma. Yes, well, see, the thing is, our bodies aren't in detox. They're in defense. All our immune system is focused on our small intestine and our large intestine. So we're never cleaning. We're actually never detoxing. Our immune system is all in our gut. And once we heal that, and that's why we need to get healthy, because when we get healthy and we heal our gut, the immune system is able to spread out. It's able to spread out and go throughout the body, and that's where and it can start going with all the nutrients, and it can flow, and you can heal, and because now you have your GI tract all set up. Your small intestine is now acidic. Your large intestine is alkaline. You have the proper microbes where they need to be. Your small intestine is healthy, and then everything else can go where it needs to go. Turpentine and castor oil for 30 days. I don't know what that, like, that sounds, I don't, like, that can't be actual. You weren't drinking that. Who told, if that's doctor prescribed, like, that sounds like you have a lawsuit. I've never heard of that before. But the heartburn. Just think of the heartburn thing. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. All right. For the worm. Oh, wow. Oh, I see. Okay. So then you would definitely want to check out these. Oh, I'm sure you've probably checked out the video if you watch my other one. All right, yeah, I need to learn. I need to learn these things because this is alchemy. This is alchemy. All right, Lil Al, I'm gonna have to look. I want you people to. I want this. I need to be talking to people so I can learn. Because this is alchemy. This is your. If you look at Hermeticism, and if like what I was talking about in the comment down here. This is alchemy. This is this is what the ancients were talking about. As within, so without. Like I'm pretty sure, and this actually goes to my idea of the flat. Like, I don't know if you guys remember my flat Earth videos where I was talking about the body, as like we're actually inside of like a giant god. Because like the lungs are the rib cage is the firmament. I don't know if you remember that. It's kind of crazy, but whatever. So this is alchemy. This is literal alchemy. As within, so without. You want your intestine to be like your skin. You want it to be oiled. You want it to be adorned with herbs. You want to take care of your skin. You want it to be bathed in the sunlight. You want it to have vitamin D. If you would put it on your skin, then you should put it in your intestines. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you wouldn't put all these nasty fake things on the shelves on your skin. You want to put nice, oils, nice coconut oils, avocado oil, olive oil, nice plant, well, I mean, not vegetable oil, not canola oils, but like good oils, non-GMO, parsley and like lavender, those things. All these things kill those microbes. Isn't that kind of weird? Right? Just think of that. Those things kill the microbes. Dude, doctors are murderers. Doctors, nutritionists, this is a murder. The healthcare is a murder industry. They're telling people to take calcium carbonate for antacids, cement, right? A lot of those, that's why I think I mentioned, like, you need to read, yeah, you need to read the ingredients on these things, on these, on the supplements. Yeah, yep, organisms, yep. So, just to go through, I'm gonna go through a little bit more. I want to get a little bit more specific. Because I'm gonna be leaving this up, and I'm gonna go through a couple more videos. And well, I'm just gonna see, because I'm just hanging out. I'm hanging. I'm chilling. I ain't got nothing to do. So, all right. So, in this comment, pretty much just added one of both carbs. Okay, so for the electrolytes, these are citrate. You can get these as citrates. I take these as citrates, potassium citrate, and calcium citrate. Magnesium, I have this as a, I have this in a broad spectrum supplement. So I have different forms of magnesium. And then sodium, I'm getting my sodium in pink salt. You can do sea salt, whatever. Sea salt might be better because you know it has iodine in it, and you want iodine. So potassium citrate, calcium citrate, these are good to have around. You want your electrolytes, because the electrolyte is literally what makes your battery run. I mean, just look at the word. You want these. No carbs, under 20 grams. Dr. Berg might say you can go up to 50, but if you're doing this to heal, if you're doing this to become healthy, keep it under 20. I really think that's going to be important, because first of all, you're not eating that much in general. All organic, non-GMO, everything. Nutritional yeast. Get Bragg's nutritional yeast, because a lot of the nutritional yeast might be fortified, and you don't want the fortified. You want the non-fortified, just basic nutritional yeast. And Bragg's, it's Bragg's. They are the apple cider vinegar. I love Bragg's is the way to go. Apple cider vinegar, it's good to have the apple cider vinegar itself, but if you're going to be supplementing it, you want the pills. You want to take the apple cider vinegar and pills. It's concentrated, and it's concentrated into its basic acidic powder. Other hydrochlorides, the hydrochlorides, bentane, and Dr. Berg goes over those. Okay. So Dr. Berg, what happened? Why is it video? Oh, okay, because I zoomed in so much. Dr. Berg talks about that a little bit. What am I doing? Never get sick. All right, I'm closing that. Okay, here we go. So this berberine, this is a hydrochloride. There's another hydrochloride. There's berberine, and there's on Dr. Berg's website. Let me look that up real quick. Dr. Berg shop. And this is the thing, right? This is why I love this is why I love the internet, because I can just come on here and look at. All right, so pretty much I'm pretty much sure like you guys are gonna want the adrenal fatigue. Like I have these. I actually bought these. You guys can just look at the ingredients and just see what you want. Like these are expensive. These are expensive, but I don't. This is my health. I actually posted today on Facebook that I would rather be homeless and destitute than unhealthy. I don't care. I'm at that point now where I would rather be homeless than be unhealthy. I don't care. Doesn't matter. I'm not losing my health ever again. And it's when you lose your health that you lose God. You fall off the truth. You fall off the path. And don't blame. I mean, when you're detoxing, you'll probably blame people, because I'm still kind of blaming people, but I'm forgiving. It's so easy to forgive them, because you're gonna have it, depending, because I had a lot of trauma, so I'm going through like the traumatic memories, and I don't know, some people probably have it easier. But I need to allow this page. And yeah, just come on here and look at what what's in there. What are they talking about on here? What's that's so small, but read the ingredients and what are they putting in? What does it do? I'm still learning that type of stuff. I tried it off on Magellan's. Oh my God. Cut apples and add sugar and water, coffee filter. Yeah, oh my goodness. I'm praying for you. I really want if you try this and it works, like I'm going to be. I can't stand that. Like I hate. I was at the grocery store and I can't stand seeing unhealthy people, because I know the deception. Like I see the deception now. Every person is supposed to be healthy. Every single person is supposed to be healthy, and we're at 2 to 3%. That is telling you what's going on. Okay. So, what was I talking about? So for the supplements, right? So we got apple cider, the hydro. So I went over the hydrochlorides. The adrenal supplement that Dr. Bird has, or no, it was the gallbladder. I'm sorry, it was the gallbladder formula. Had the other hydrochloride in it. Both of them start with a B. Reacidify the small intestine is of utmost importance in order to begin detox. Work up to 7 to 10 cups of vegetables. So we should be watching all of Dr. Berg's videos. We should be watching all his videos on the fasting, because what we're doing that for is to learn the diet. That's what, and we're also going to learn about the deficiencies. That's what we're doing by watching Dr. Berg's videos. Because the thing is, there's so many different things that happens to a person along this healing path. So you might stall. Oh, I gotta get some tea in me. Oh, I love this tea. So you might stall and not lose weight. That means you're healing. I think I mentioned that earlier, is that as long as you're doing the correct diet, as long as you're doing the 7 to 10 cups of vegetables, or maybe 5, or not even that much, it really depends on your body. Like I said, what kind of SIBO you have. If you're so infested, if your small intestine is so infested with bacteria, you might not even be able to eat any vegetables, any fiber. Zero fiber at all. You might just be on the strict carnivore diet. That you are that sick. And I'm not joking about that. Like this is, if it's in the Dr. Berg videos. I you know like I there's so there's so many symptoms. It's so unbelievable. It's so insane. I can't even. The human body is astonishing. But the thing is though, it's all coming from the same place. So we know how to heal. That's the point. Anyways. So yeah, we want to start off with like the 3 meals. You want to start off with the 3 meals. I was different because when I started doing this, I was in semester, and the thing is, I may be an unhealthy, healthy 34-year-old, but like I was eating good, so I was kind of already okay. What I did was I went more just like a 2 meal a day, around 2 meals a day, ketogenic, obviously, mostly fat, lots of coconut oil, butter, ghee. Well, not lots of it, not lots. And then the vegetables. Start off, you know, I steam them. I steam some, and then but in culinary school, I learned how to do that blanching, and you just blanch it real quick. You boil some water, and you just dump the vegetables in really fast, take them out, and that will just kind of break them down a little bit. Because going to raw, you can't do, if you're gonna start, the microbes are so strong. The microbes, the reason why this is why we're so addicted to things. This is how strong these microbes are. They are controlling our minds. This is, I don't know, you know, like, this is bad. So we can't let them control our minds. We need to ease into this so we don't fall off. Start off slow, but be healthy. This is important. So yeah, but that, and I said 1 meal, but like you should be going watching Dr. Berg, because he tells you this. You know, start off like 3 or 2, and then move to 1 meal. And the thing is, so what does fasting do? Fasting makes your body, it stops. Your body relaxes. You're not digesting food anymore. Your immune system doesn't need to worry about all the stuff coming in and going out. It can relax. The proteins and the enzymes in your body can start reusing, and this is the point, it can start taking what's inside of your body and it can start fixing it. It can fix all the kinks. It can start running down all the strands of muscle and start fixing, moving, putting things properly. Your immune system, oh, we have some inflammation over here. Let's go take care of it. Instead of sending nerves, constant signals in the nerves. So all you're doing is just getting neurotransmitter feedback, but your immune system is completely, it's like, we can't do it, we can't do it. Now, it's like, all right, let's go do it. Let's go take care of our man, our main man. Now that we got the food, now we got the nutrition, let's go take care of him, or her. No alcohol, no smoking. I vape weed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a marijuana. I love weed, but I'm not, like, I don't do it much. I just do a little bit at night. So, and I'm not gonna be doing it much anymore. I'm pretty much done. I'm just working on the last of it, and I'm just, you know, it's. I have, like, like I said, I'm in the process still. Like, I've been in the diet since September, but I've only been detoxing. This is how sick. This is why I said it can take up to like 3. It took me 4 months. I think it was like, yeah, 4 months. It took me like 4 months to start detoxing. This is your life. This is very important. You have to get to the end of the tunnel to see the light. You have to stay on track. We are so unhealthy, it takes that long. You'll be in keto. You'll be in keto you'll be healthy. You'll feel good, but you won't start to, like I said, you have to get healthy first. Okay. Doesn't matter what diet you're on. You can be vegan, vegetarian, paleo, doesn't matter. But like I said, if you do have that extreme case, you might be a carnivore. If you're vegetarian, too bad. Too bad. You can't eat fiber. You can't eat sugar. Guess what? You have to eat meat. You're going to have to eat meat. You're going to have to eat eggs, fish, beef, whatever. That's how it works. That's how things work. And actually it can work the other way around too, where you can't eat protein. You see how this is? I mean, this is complicated, so complicated. But just get healthy first. You have to be pounding that potassium, pounding the sodium, or not so much. Okay, now okay. I need to talk about this. Vitamin, decalcifying. Okay. Decalcifying. Alright, I still got you guys here. Good. Okay, decalcifying the body. Through this diet, like this American diet that we've been put through, like there's something happened to the calcium, like our potassium and calcium channels, because of the inflammation. The like calcium, I don't want to lose. I can't lose my train of thought. Vitamin K. Okay, vitamin K2 as NMK7 and vitamin D3. You need to get these inside of fat caps. You need to get these in fat caps. Like coconut oil ones are the best, because they won't go, like, they're most likely not going to be rancid. Don't buy these. Go to Amazon. Don't go to these other stores, because like they might be old, expired, like Vitamin Shop. Buy these online. It's cheaper. It's more economical, kind of, because I mean it's Amazon. You're feeding the beast anyway. So what this is going to do is this is going to decalcify you. Vitamin K2 and D3. D3 moves the calcium. It's like, all right, vitamin D3 is like, let me grab that calcium. Vitamin K2 is like, all right, let's go take that calcium and actually put it where it needs to go. Let's put it in the bone. Let's put it in the blood. It takes it from the soft tissue, like the arteries. It takes it from the soft tissue, like the muscles, or like the actual muscles, not the calcium channels. And it will take that from the soft tissues and deposit it where it needs to go. And that's why we want to take that. And like I said about go to Dr. Berg's shop and just look at his ingredients. You can buy. I would recommend maybe buying the stuff, but you can just look at it and buy it yourself, or do whatever you can with it. Yeah, this is. I used to vape nicotine. I have no cravings. Caffeine, no cravings. I have zero cravings for both of these. In fact, the only reason I'm smoking weed is because I like to. This has nothing to do. Like, my health is in, like, I am in surplus so much right now. It is unbelievable. I'm in surplus of potassium, vitamin C, like vitamin D, all the shebang. Feels amazing. This isn't about weight loss. Skinny people can have all the same problems. Yep. This is about removing. Alright, so like I said about the trauma, this is about removing trauma. This is a trauma-based life. Much like trauma-based life, trauma-based mind control, this is what it is. This, just imagine we are born into the blinding light of God, and no one is taking our hands, and we are being led by the blind. We are the blind leading by the blind because we have been blinded by God. We need someone to take our hand and open our eyes and to guide us. And that's what this is. Your health will lead you to God. It will lead you to, because what you are doing is like you are living the way you are supposed to, you were meant to be. And it doesn't matter if you are sick now. It doesn't even matter if you don't cure the disease. Let's say if it's so like it's been so long and it doesn't get cured, but you are healthy. Okay, you will feel better. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You will feel it. You will feel the detox of the trauma. It's you guys need to listen to these people. Like, go to his Facebook group. You need to like listen to the people that are calling him up, and they are just professing like, I can't believe what's happening. The people losing hundreds of pounds, curing cancers, curing diseases, curing diabetes, curing autoimmune diseases. Anyways, so with the FODMAP foods, so if you do have this problem with the bacteria that ferments, like kale, and you need to look up the FODMAP. I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up then. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so what you want to do in general is avoid. I mean, obviously you're gonna avoid the red. You're not gonna eat bread. You're not gonna eat bananas. Bananas don't really have any potassium, anyways. Fruit is actually the only fruit we need are berries. Everything else is, it's not, fruit really isn't that healthy. Fruit is a lot of sugar and not much nutrition. Actually, the most healthiest fruit are like the most disgusting ones. It's usually the ones that are bitter, like kiwis, those ones, the bitter ones. But really you just need blueberries, blackberries. Those are the ones. See, those are the bitter ones. Those are the ones. The bitter foods are the good ones. Yeah, vegetables. You're just gonna have to eat with these. Celery, juice that, celery juice. I'm telling you, organic celery juice. Like, all right, yeah. Alchemy. This is. I know I already said it, but this is alchemy. Like what the ancients were talking about, as within, so without. All of these things. This is it. I'm even gonna say it that like, how those people will live like 300 years old, 200, or like 150 or whatever, is. Oh yeah, that's right. I never finished what I was talking about before. When they were, so the bacteria when you're kids and the bacteria becomes useless basically as you grow older. Like, and actually as you grow older, the bacteria is it's almost killing you. So I feel like almost like this everything is based on this alchemical formula of this like kind of like, it's born, it burns, it turns to ash, and it kind of like assimilates, and it's born, and it burns. There's kind of like purification, distillation. It's everywhere. This is in nature. This is a part of reality. So if we actually apply that, if you apply that to the human life, I think that the way that these guys got to 150 years old was by eating something like pure electrolytes. Like they were eating, instead of eating weighty food when you're younger, now they're like these old alchemists, men, women, whatever, that would like, oh, I feel this pH change in my hip. and they take some like a calcium citrate. You know, like the crone, the old crone of the would go out and she would find some like, you know, some herb, and she just like grind that up, like, and then, you know, putrefy it, distill it, whatever, burn it, and then there you go. This is it. This is it. This is alchemy. Like, this is how, like, this is, and just imagine if 100% of people were healthy. And I think the controllers, I think they know alchemy. They know what they're doing. Like I said, they very well may be spraying these bacteria. They probably designed it, certain bacteria, to like make people feel drunk, angry all the time. You know, you throw circumcision, trauma, schooling, just schooling alone. Boys, girls, doesn't matter on that point. All of it's trauma. And our parents are traumatized. Trauma. Trauma all the way down. It's all alchemy. And to know thyself. That's what they're taking us away from knowing ourselves. And knowing yourself, imagine knowing yourself so much that I could like, and this is, and like I said, when I was talking about the Wim Hof thing, this is control. This is control. This is your will. It's like, okay, I have, like, I'm focused. If I sit in, like, maybe if I sit in meditation deep enough, I can actually feel the chemical processes changing in my body. A quiver, right? Like, what was it? What was that thing? Like, when your eye twitches, if your left eye twitches, that means that there's like you have a calcium. Like, maybe, what if I could feel that calcium problem before it triggered the nerve to go off? You know, I think this is what all of these things are. It's very important. This focusing, everything is becoming narrow, and truth itself is narrow. You can't have any leeway in truth. There's only one truth, and everything else is the abyss, and you can just fall off. You can just fall off this path, the narrow path, so easily with all these demons. Like, and this is why I said, like, we're born blind, because we're blinded by this beautiful glory that we're in. We have no idea what's going on. And then, like, but the path is so narrow. If there's no one there, then we just fall off, and we're in the abyss. We're in the abyss of the human mind. And don't forget that, you know, like Theseus, we can't get stuck in the mind maze. We can't get stuck in the mind maze. We can't get stuck in man things. Right? We can't get stuck in the mind maze. We have to escape. We have to have that golden thread to take us out of the mind maze and see the truth. We have to look at reality. We have to actually touch and feel things. We have to look around us. What I'm looking at right now is this like mouse, this like little like this Microsoft mouse with red lights and everything. This isn't nature. This isn't nature. This is man knowledge. This is me. If I came from nature, I wouldn't know what this is. Okay, so this is fake knowledge. This is not real knowledge. It's a false light. This is a false light. The real light is reality. It's truth. It's actual, literal truth. That is what God is. It is literal light and literal truth. It is right in front of us the whole time. The whole time. But we've been corrupted and we've fallen so far from these traps laid by the demons. These are lies, evil, deceit, trickery. It is everything that makes things evil. And that is so broad, like that is such a broad spectrum. Evil is like, it is the abyss because it's endless. It's like it's so unbelievable. But good is like, for example, fasting. I was talking about this the other day. When you see a monk fasting, that's a beautiful thing because he's practicing control. He's practicing that will, his power, and his self, right? He's self-realized. But then if you walk by and you see a starving child with that distended belly because they're infested, that's bad, okay? And that can keep going, right? And we feel that, and that's trauma to us. Every time we see that, that is trauma. Watching TV, watching these things, if you see a starving child on TV, that's trauma. You're not supposed to see that, okay? But if we see that, what does that mean if we see that every single fucking day? What does that mean, right? This is evil, and it's one giant spiral. It started from when we were blinded, okay, to now. Now we can get healthy and we can see reality. Now we live in nature. Now that whole thing that Bush was talking about with the NWO, the law of the jungle, okay, the law of the jungle is coming back. Okay. Law of man is dying. Now, law of God is coming to reign. Law of reality, law of living in the here and now, instead of this, I'm going to live to retirement age, okay? None of that means anything anymore, okay? Because if you walk with God, if you walk with truth, if you walk with nature, if you walk with reality, okay, if you walk with rightness, correctness, goodness, you need no man. You need no man-made thing. You need nothing other than God. You need no house. You need nothing. All you need is God. So, like, all these things relate. All of this is God. Like, people need to... it's amazing. Life is good. Life is good, and we need to wake up. We need to actually open our eyes. I kept saying, like, I'm always awake. I'm awake. These geoengineering. Flat Earth, yes. No, it's not about that. It's not about any of that. Well, I mean, it is. But really, in the end, it is about health. It's about you. It's about healing. It's about love and compassion and seeing suffering. And, yeah, it's about, because all those other things, living in reality comes from those. It comes from that. But, yeah. It's fucked up. I mean, it really is. This is... If, all these prophecies talk about, like, knowledge will increase and all this stuff, and at the, and it's like, I just feel it. Like, I want it. But I'm like, what is it though? Like, what's gonna happen? I don't want, see, the thing is, I don't want any, I guess maybe I should say, I don't want anything to happen. I just want people to heal. Because that's it. That's all that people need to do is just heal. And I'm going off. Like, what is it? Like, I need to, I'm like on a soapbox or something. But it doesn't matter. Like, nothing matters if we just heal. Like, I don't know. Oh, what's up? People abandon. Yeah. Whoops. I couldn't understand why I swallowed from a healthy spinach salad. Oh. Yep. That's SIBO, man. Yep. Dude, I'm so happy This is it for you. The hundreds of people live for 100 years thanks to their water. So, oh wow. Yeah, I need to. One thing I need to do with my water. I need to. I used to do this where I used to like write down stuff on my water bottles, and I'm gonna start doing that. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Angry, no energy. Yep. True. It is. It really is. And the thing is too with the energy. You know, I wasn't into I'm not into chakras that much, but I like, here's the thing. Once the gut kind of starts like to heal a little bit, you start to like, I think, like your connection to your gut and your genitals and your legs like strengthens, because like I said, I don't want to sit down anymore. I've been standing up since like I think 5 in the morning, 7, like I know it was like 7:30 I think, and I like, what was it? This was like 2 weeks ago. I think once I like really started detoxing, my legs, like I couldn't sit down anymore. I'm like, I was going mad, and so I took a table and I put it on top of my desk, and I put my everything on top of that table, and I put my monitor up on another table. So like, you know, like it's something about it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much. What else did I want to go over? Okay, so I guess like the insulin resistance. Insulin resistance. There's so many things. So many things that I could talk about that. But I mean, you know, like I said, it really does come down to the re-acidifying the gut. As long as you can re-acidify the gut and then identify the microbes, work around them, and then while you're doing all of that, taking in the nutrients to provide your body. And the thing is too, right? If you so depending on let me show you guys real quick. For example, so for Dr. Berg's shop, like if you guys do have SIBO, that's really bad. This is something that you're gonna want to try out. Instead, if you can't eat any vegetables, and you really need to get those nutrients, you really need to get your micros. Right here, there's wheatgrass, the wheatgrass juice powder. This is just like the Gerson method, pretty much. This is like a ileocecal valve. Yeah, that's at the bottom of the stomach, right? I can't remember. It's been a couple semesters since I had my anatomy and physiology. Or is that the throat? I can't remember. Ileo. I don't know. The words are, but yeah, like, so the juicing, what the juicing does is that because you don't have the sugar and you don't have the fiber, you're not going to feed the microbes. And that's why the juicing is good. Juicing the wheatgrass, because there's no sugar. The carrot juice, the problem with the carrot juice is there's just too much sugar. You're still feeding the microbes. Can't eat the sugar. You need, let me tell you, like, if you could just get those nutrients, it would be like, that's where the alchemy comes. That's where, well, I mean, that's where the hardcore alchemy comes in, is really what specific nutrients do I need. I mean, if you want to get to the point where you know thyself, like literally know thyself, and I throw that word around a lot, and I mean it when I say it, man, imagine being able to like just measure out like a little cup, like I need this little like half cup of white powder, and that's all of the nutrients I'll need for like a day. Could you imagine that? That would be nuts. That would be nuts. And just a little bit of fat or whatever, you know, because the body makes fat. The body makes cholesterol. Yep. Okay. Oh, I think that was um, yep. Okay. Yep. It's in the right because I heard the iliac because that's where the iliac crest is, and I was thinking of the hip. I was like, why does that sound familiar? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Oh, interesting. It needs calcium. Um, I think once I started taking the apple cider vinegar, I actually felt my valves close. I felt the valve beneath the stomach and my iliacal valve. I felt those actually closing. So I guess I had leaky gut. I guess I had a lot of diseases that I didn't know of. So yeah, that's what drinking the acid will do. And you need potassium to make. You need vitamin B. Those supplements, Bragg's nutritional yeast, absolutely need it. You need the B vitamin and you need the potassium to make good acid. You need that to make good acid. So if you want to, something I'm trying to find out is the igniting. I think I can ignite the apple cider vinegar to make it like into acid at certain points. It feels like in my intestine. Oh, I don't care. You can go off, dude. I am a walking off course. I am a walking what do you call it? Digression. Really. Yeah, that's fine. If you can't do much fermented, yeah, you gotta work with it. Heard anybody taking iodine? Apparently, yeah. I take iodine. I take iodine. If you have sea salt, you don't need to worry about it. If you do I don't. You need iodine. If you don't do any seafood, I don't think iodine was taken out of food. I think it was put into salt. Because iodine comes from the ocean, and it comes from salty foods. And those salty foods are generally like minerals. They come from minerals like salt. And for example, you would see goiter that this neck. It's like a neck bulging where the thyroid is. You'll see that in landlocked areas. In landlocked places, there's more goiters than people who live on coastal areas. Yep, I literally take the same iodine, the Lugol's. Yep, I'm gonna switch over to sea kelp or something like that instead of taking the drops. Yeah, yep, that's what I do. It's good. It's good. But I want to move away from the minerals. Oh, that's cool. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna copy and paste. Yeah, I'm gonna be checking these out. Yeah, because yeah, now I'm trying to I'm right now. I have semester coming up. I have spring semester coming, and then I have so I have a lot of healing to do still. I've got some time to it's. If I feel so good though, even if I don't heal completely and I don't cure this disease that I have, this autoimmune disease I have, then whatever. I'm happy. I found truth. Upper servant, okay. Yeah, I would recommend like I recommended is if you can get exercise, but it's only walking, not even just walking, yoga, just stretching, and what I said, what I'm doing is standing at my desk. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions that you might have? Or the iodine? Iodine's good. I would. I don't have any problem with iodine. The Oh, vitamin B. You need vitamin. Dude, you need a lot. Vitamin B is what the hell? Yeah, iodine is good for a lot of things, but there was something. You need, like, iodine is like like to, like the precursor for for T3 from T4 from the thyroid. You needed. See, I'm just a like I'm Dr. Berg. He's been in this for a long time. Like, I'm just a nutrition student. Yeah. Oh, yoga trapeze. That sounds like fun. But yeah, as long as you're eating a healthy diet, then all the pre factors should be thrown in there. That's one of the things that, like, I really need to learn more on, are all these pre factors. Is that you need vitamin B to make T4 or T, I don't know. And then you need, God, what was the other one? Oh no, it wasn't. It was B. It was niacin. Yeah, you need B3. It was niacin. Yeah, you need niacin to. And it was like, I don't know. I'm kind of just going off. Oh, an hour 46. All right, I'm probably gonna be on for like 10 more minutes here. I'm gonna chill with you guys. I'm gonna drink my tea that I haven't sipped for like, I don't know how long. But if there's skin conditions, something I'm looking into is dry brushing, just kind of like dry brushing a little bit, just to help, because your skin is connected to your intestine. And something I need to look into, I have this written down, is that I need to look into the skin. If there's certain parts of your intestine that correspond to certain parts of your skin. And then, like, like how astrology has like certain parts that attribute certain things to the skin, or certain parts of the body. So I'm wondering if the intestine has that, like if the head is in a certain part of the intestine. Like if you're getting like rashes in a certain place, I'm gonna be, but something that's been interesting is that when I take my apple cider vinegar, right, I throw in the acid, like that form of acid. It's and the potassium, like, makes it, the hydrochloric is what makes it hydrochloric. It's still an acid, but it makes it like stronger or something. And I think something I've been igniting it. Like I've taken it and I've eaten my food with the apple cider vinegar, and then like a couple hours, like 3 or 4 hours later, I'll be like, all right, electrolytes. I'm gonna take my potassium and some salt and some pink salt, and I drank the potassium citrate, and then and with the pink salt, and then like, okay, I should describe that too. I'm gonna have to remember that. But anyways, as soon as I take that, I kind of feel it, like I feel it in my intestine, like it almost like it heats up. So maybe it's possible to ignite hydrochloric acid, like get it developed in certain parts to have that acid target part of the intestine. But like, how can you tell at what point of the intestine? Because it's so hard. Getting your muscles, getting the SIBO. So that SIBO video that was in that I told you guys to watch for curing it. Those things that he talks about, the 5-HTP, ginger, and that other one. Those are really good for getting your muscles in your stomach or in your intestine. That wave of movement from swallowing all the way out to pooping, that wave, the peristaltic wave or whatever it's called, those things help a lot to get that muscle movement. That muscle movement is a big deal. Think of it like flexing. and then like having your arm cut, have that muscle cut, all of a sudden, like you can't, you need that muscle to go all the way through. You need that ripple, that contraction all the way through. So that's what those things do, and that is very important. Hiatal hernias. Hiatal hernias. All right, before I get out of here, let's go over hiatal hernia, because someone, I can guarantee someone's gonna have this that watches my. If like 5 people watch this, one person is probably gonna have it. Yeah, I mean, it's a quick fix, but so the hiatal hernia. Right. People get. I have a friend that back in Boston that suffered from anxiety attacks, and I'm thinking now that his anxiety attacks were suffering from the hiatal hernia. This comes from just the diet that we're eating, because it messes with our waves of energy, our vibration, our breathing, our, like, everything is just kind of like this influx, outflux. It messes with it. We get tensed up in our diaphragm, and we need to, this is, our breathing is a part of our digestion, and this is also a part of sitting down. This is a part of stress. This is one of the things you will detox is your diaphragm. Your diaphragm will detox. It will, or I should say, it will like de-traumatize, and it will become relaxed. People don't. What happens is your stomach is like, it's so stressed out that your esophagus pulls your stomach up out of your diaphragm, and you get difficulty breathing. Like, you have that tough, and people get this confused with anxiety attacks, heart attacks. They'll get it when the hernia stresses. It feels like you're hot, because your heart is right there on that kind of lefter side of where the diaphragm is. It's kind of like, and that's the problem. It's about control, guys, right? Like I was talking about, this is about control. We need to realize we're not panicking. We're not panicking. Our body's trying to tell us something. There's trauma somewhere. There's trauma, and we need to do something. There's trauma, and we need to take care of that trauma. We need to stop freaking out and take care of the trauma. So the hiatal hernia, check this out. If you can, give those, what he's talking about, doing this kind of massage underneath and moving the diaphragm a little bit, moving your stomach down a little bit, massaging it, kind of, and you can do this with breathing exercises. You can do this sitting down too. It's fine. Deep breathing with the belly. I talk about this all the time. People breathe with their shoulders, and that is not good. You need to breathe with your belly. It helps digestion. It helps with your wave. And it doesn't matter if it's with your nose or your mouth. You just, as long as you're breathing, and as long as you're taking that diaphragm and expanding it up, or I'm sorry, down, out, like a big ball. Pretend like you're making a big ball, and with your lungs, it's all big in and big outs. That's how you do it, and that's how you're gonna eventually get rid of that hiatal hernia, and that is also a part of those that wave, getting that digestive wave established. So yeah, that's pretty much. I think I'm pretty much it for the day. So I'm so happy you guys are here to join me. My voice is actually like, I never talk, so my voice is actually like dying talking so much. So it's kind of, that's a good sign. Like, I'm so happy I was actually to have a good stream for once. Because usually, like yesterday, I broke down. It's so embarrassing. But yeah, talking about these things is so hard, man. So hard. I need to fix that and just yeah. Oh, what is this? Oh, I just left the channel. Okay. Whoops. All right. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I just clicked off. Hopefully that didn't screw up my screen. Yeah, guys, it was great talking to you. I'm gonna leave this up. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it stays up. But do the research. Please do the research. Please watch the videos. Look up. It's this is. I think this is it. I think this is it. So, yeah, I really want. I hope you guys can heal. And do not be scared to ask me questions. Yeah, I think I probably repeated myself, so you might not be missing that much, a lot. But all right, guys, take it easy. Peace and love. Heal, and just know that like God surrounds you. God is like He is, like you might as well be looking in a mirror. Okay, just know that this is darkness surrounding us, and it is a disease, and God is all around. So yeah, yep. Thank you, fellas. Peace and love.